Today we're celebrating the memorial of St. Martin of Tours, who was born in 316 AD and grew up in a military family. And as a teenager, he also served in the army and is the patron saint of soldiers or those who are serving in the army. So it is not a coincidence that today, that is Veterans Day in the United States, is also celebrated on this memorial of St. Martin of Tours, also celebrating and honoring those who have served or still serve in the army. Martin of Tours' family practiced paganism, but his heart longed and desired for Christianity and the message of the gospel. He converted to Christianity as a young man and as a young officer, but it did not allow his duties serving in the army to stand in his way of growing in his faith as a Christian. So he kept working on growing in compassion and humility and in courageous witness to the faith. And a story is told that one time Martin saw a beggar outside the city gates who was just dying of coldness out there by himself. And he tore his military cloak into two and he gave one half to him, to the poor man, and then he retained the other half. And later that night, Martin of Tours dreamt of Jesus wearing the other half of the cloak. And this experience inspired him down the road for him really to pursue his calling, to follow Christ more completely as a priest. And he became a disciple of St. Hilary of Poitiers, who was a very prominent theologian and also a defender of our faith. And later on, Martin of Tours became the Bishop of Tours, and that's where he gets his name from. His priesthood was marked by compassion for all the people, especially the poor ones. And it was also marked by courageous defense of the faith and a total dedication to God. His life was a life of love and sacrifice and faith, and also championing the cause of the poor and the oppressed. In our readings today, we hear a description of the final judgment. That's what Father Pinto has just read for us. And the goats and the sheep are being separated at the end of time. One there, one on the other side. And the Lord chooses those who took care of the poor and took care of the weak, and those who fed the hungry and those who helped people to come and spend eternity with him. The chosen ones are even surprised at the Lord's choice. They didn't see Jesus walk in their neighborhoods. They simply took care of the poor and those on the margins of society. There was really nothing very dramatic that they did. Yet the Lord's response was very simple. When you extended help to such people, through them you extended it to me. Whatever you did for the least ones in the community, you did all of that for me. Well, we live in a world that is not short of people who are in need of help in some way. There are those who need material help. There are those who need spiritual help. We have people who are in need of emotional help. There are so many poor people, so to speak, in our world today. Poverty can come in so many versions. And this Martin gave us an example of responding to that kind of poverty. We also learned that Martin was also courageous about speaking up for his Christian faith. With the world increasingly becoming secular and in some instances hostility towards the faith becoming normalized as just something normal, it is also important sometimes that we become courageous witnesses to the faith, both with our words and the word, and also through our deeds. Today might be a good day for us to ask ourselves, in what practical ways can I extend compassion to those on the margins, such as the poor, the homeless, those who don't have anything to eat, the unemployed, and the sick. In what practical way can I be able to extend such compassion? We can also ask ourselves, in what practical ways can I give courageous witness to the faith, both with my words and also with my deeds? May St. Martin of Tours, was a friend of the poor and defender of the faith, inspire us and also inspire our families to live out the message of Christ through acts of compassion and courageous witness, especially through our words and our deeds. Amen.
Amen.